Hi, yoga friends. Welcome back to Yoga with Leanna. I've got a great flow for you today after a busy day. So if you just need to relax, unwind, this is the perfect flow for you. Let's get started. All right, we will start in a comfortable seat and closing your eyes. Grow your spine out of your pelvis. And let your shoulder blades draw together and also down behind your back. Feel that opening to the front of the chest. And then act like you've got a ponytail at the very top of your head, and as if somebody is real gently pulling it up. Find that length at the back of the neck. And soften the muscles in your face. And take a couple deep breaths in and out through your nose. And with your next inhale, sweep your arms overhead. Interlace your fingers, but then leave your pointer fingers facing up. Good. Squeeze your biceps behind your ears. And then take a couple really big circles with your torso, almost like you want to draw circles on the ceiling or the sky with your index fingers. And let's switch directions of the circle. All right, release your hands down to your knees and blink your eyes open. And let's make our way into tabletop. Okay, let your pointer fingers face forward. Inhale, drop your belly button, lift your tailbone, and reach your heart through your upper arms. Exhale, lift your belly button up towards the sky. Press into your hands. Look back towards your knees. Good. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Good. Find a neutral tabletop, so neutral spine. Send your right leg back behind you. Good. Notice if your spine kind of like sunk down at all, and try to keep that spine in its natural position. Good. Reach your left arm straight forward. Good. Inhale, reach through your heel, reach through your fingers. Exhale, bring your elbow to your knee and scoop your belly button up into your spine. Good. Inhale, extend your arm and your leg. Exhale, curl it in, really squeeze there. Inhale, extend. Exhale, curl. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale, extend. And this time, exhale back into tabletop. Good. Send your left leg straight back. Keep a little bit of a lift in the belly to support your spine. And then bring your right arm alongside your ear. Good. With the lifted heel and the lifted fingers, reach them away from each other. Take an inhale. Exhale, elbow to knee, round your spine. Inhale, extend your arm and your leg. Exhale, curl it in. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, reach. This time, exhale, tabletop. Good. Curl your toes under. Lift your knees. Keep your knees nice and low as you press the hands into the mat and reach your chest back towards your knees. Good. Keep that press with the hands. Keep that reach back with the chest and begin to straighten the legs. And you can adjust your stance as you need to feel comfortable. Take an Ujjayi breath into the nose. Ujjayi breath out of the nose. One more time, inhale. And exhale. And inhale, look forward. Exhale, step your right foot to where your right thumb is. And come into a lunge with your hands just around the front foot. And notice the right sitting bone. And try to keep it right in line with that right heel. Good. Firm up that back leg so that left quad, the glute is strong. Don't change anything in the legs. Plant your left hand down a little forward of your shoulder, a little bit off to the left, and peel the right arm up. Good. Reach back through the left heel as the left ribs pull forward. Maybe look up at the right hand. Every inhale, find length to the spine. Every exhale, twist from the ribs. Good. Bring your right hand down. Straighten your front leg. And then step your back foot in enough so that your heel can come down. Making our way into pyramid pose. Enjoy that stretch in the right hamstring. And keep reaching your sternum forward to get that length to the spine. Good. Bend your front knee, walk your hands forward, and launch the back leg up for standing splits. And keep as much of a bend in that standing knee as you'd like. But try to keep the right sitting bone right in line with that right heel. And engage your left glute a lot to lift that left leg. Good. Head and neck hang heavy. Good. Bend your standing knee. Step back and come into a high lunge. Good. From that strength of the core, grow the spine out of your pelvis. Left glute is strong. Good. Inhale, reach through your ring fingers. Exhale, elbows draw down and back as the heart reaches up. Good. Inhale, reach your arms back up. Exhale, bring your hands down. Step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step your left foot to where your left thumb is. Find that lunge with your hands around your front foot. Good. Left sitting bone, firm it in. Engage that right quad, engage the right glute. And keep that going, and then with the right hand, bring it a little bit more forward into the right of your right shoulder as you peel the left arm up. So nothing changes there in the legs. Reach back through the right heel as the right ribs reach forward. Maybe looking up at the left hand. Every inhale, find length to the spine. Every exhale, twist a little bit more from the ribs. Okay, left hand comes down and straighten your front leg and step your back foot in just enough till your heel can come down. Pyramid pose. And notice if you're rounding a lot in the back, and try to find almost a little bit of like a baby cobra. So shoulder blades draw together as the low ribs reach forward. Good. Bend your front knee, walk your hands forward, launch up, standing splits. Good. That outer left hip is still firming in. The right glute is really strong to lift the right leg. Let your head and neck release. Good. Bend your standing knee, step back nice and far, and then inhale into a high lunge, crescent lunge. And make sure your right glute is strong. Zip up the low belly and grow the spine out of the hips. Good. Inhale, reach through your ring fingers. Exhale, cactus the arms as you lift the heart. Inhale, reach your arms back up. Exhale, bring your hands down. Step back, down dog. Inhale, glide forward into high plank. Exhale, find a forearm plank. All right, we're going to turn this into side plank on our forearm. We'll start with the left forearm down. I like it to be kind of at an angle, just for a little bit more stability. Spin onto the outer edge of the left foot. Right arm reaches up. Good. As the shoulder blades draw together, the front ribs knit in. Squeeze the legs together like you've got one leg. We'll take some little oblique dips, or you can stay right here if this is enough for you. Inhale, lift your hips up. Exhale, lower the bottom hip until it hovers. Inhale, press the hips up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, press. Exhale, lower. Inhale, keep pressing through that left forearm. Exhale. Inhale, press. Exhale, lower. Good. This time, inhale, press. Exhale, return into forearm plank. And yes, we're coming right into the second side. Spin to the second side. Good. Knit the front ribs together as the shoulder blades squeeze. Squeeze your legs together. Here we go. Let's do it. Inhale, lift the hips. Exhale, lower down till they hover. Inhale, press it up. Exhale, lower. Inhale. Exhale. Keep pressing through that right forearm. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale, press up. Exhale, lower. Whew, all right. Inhale, press up. Exhale, stay here. Inhale, back into forearm plank. Exhale, lower the knees and the hips. Uncurl the toes. And let's find Sphinx. Good. Smile through the collarbones. And draw the outer shoulders back. Good. Inhale. Exhale, press back into child's pose. ease your way back into down dog. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, walk or hop to the top of the mat. Inhale, slide your hands up your shins. Press into your shins as the low ribs reach forward. Exhale, fold, release your head and neck. Good. Inhale, reach both arms overhead. Press through your feet and press the palms together and look up. Exhale, palms in front of your heart. Palms face forward, mountain pose, Tadasana. Good. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale into chair pose, Utkatasana. All right, coming into what I've heard called lately turbo chair. I'm not sure if I like that name, but turbo chair. Reach your chest forward, and with your palms, act like you're squeezing a block. As you squeeze that block, reach the chest forward, but keep the belly engaged. Good. Sink a little bit deeper through the legs. Keep the legs exactly as they are, and then reach the biceps alongside the ears, and still pretend like you've got that block between the palms. Good. Inhale, stand up, reach up. Exhale, come back into chair. I know. Take an inhale. Exhale, prayer twist to the right. It's okay if that left knee pokes forward. Just allow the left knee to do whatever it wants. Gently send your chest away from your thumbs for another breath or two. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale into chair. Exhale, prayer twist to the left. It's not trying to force both knees into one line. Let the right knee do whatever it wants. Every inhale, lengthen from the spine. Every exhale, a little bit more twist from the upper back, but never crank into it. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, forward fold. Ooh, hello, quads. Pedal the knees out, let your head and neck release. Good. Inhale, find a chair pose just for a breath. Then exhale, slowly lower all the way down to your seat. And let's find hands behind the knees, shins parallel to the mat. Okay, the tendency here, and I even do this, is to round the upper back initially. Try to bring the shoulder blades together and lift up through the sternum. Good. Squeeze your legs together so there's some tone there to the legs. And then let your palms face up alongside your body, keeping all that same work. If you can straighten your legs and keep that same stuff going, then straighten your legs. If not, no worries, just stay here. Inhale in your boat pose. Then exhale, hover the shoulders, hover the legs for low boat. Inhale back into boat. Good. Find an inhale. Exhale, low boat. Last time, inhale, high boat. Take an inhale. Exhale, low boat. And lower all the way down. Yay. All right, place your feet onto the mat. And let's go big toes touch, knees wide. Reach your hands up towards the sky or the ceiling. All right, so now we're gonna bring the knees to the outer upper arms. And then squeeze your knees into your arms really strongly. So feel those inner thigh muscles start to fire up. As you squeeze the knees in, try not to let the collarbones collapse. So keep that nice long line from collarbone to collarbone. And so crow pose prep. Lift your chest up. Maybe the tailbone even lifts up. One more inhale. Exhale, come on out. Good, we'll play with that one again, this time with a couple different options. So come on back into it. Good, there's that same squeezing into the knees, that broadening across the collarbones. And maybe you can curl the tailbone up. Either stay here or straighten your right leg back towards, I guess, what is the back right corner of the mat. Keep that lift of the chest. Good, and switch sides. Lift the tailbone, lift the chest, squeeze the knees in. Let's return into this crow. Take an inhale. Exhale, lower it down. Whew. All right, let's bring the shins parallel to the mat and try to get your knees so that they're right over your hips and try to keep them there. Bring both arms outside of the right leg and lift your chest. If you do have contact of the right leg to the left arm, press it into your arm a little bit as the arm presses back into the leg. And then try to lift the right shoulder a little bit higher. Whew, all right, there's the obliques. Good, let's lower that all the way down. Good, same setup here, knees over the hips, shins parallel to the mat. And bring both arms outside of the left leg. With the left leg, press into the right arm as the right arm presses back into the leg. And then see if you can lift the left shoulder while maintaining a nice calm face. All right, let's lower all that down. So we're gonna do that one more time on both sides with a little bit different of an option this time if you wanna take it. So knees up over the hips, shins parallel, twist to the right. This is prep for side crow. Keep lifting the right shoulder. Then either stay there or straighten the right leg straight up and bring the left leg straight forward. Right shoulder stays lifted, legs stay engaged. This is prep for Ekapada Kundanyasana 2. All right, let that side go. And we'll switch sides. Knees up over the hips. Both arms outside of the left leg. Good, first find that nice side crow prep position. Left shoulder's lifted. And then if you want to play with it, left leg straight up. Right leg forward to hover. Lift the left shoulder, engage the legs. All right, let that all go. Release the jaw, release the brow. Okay, let's take a little bridge pose to stretch out the belly. Interlace the hands underneath your body. Shimmy the shoulders under. With the shoulders, press firmly into the mat so you can lift the heart. With the heels, press down and pull back to lift the hips. Good. Inhale. Exhale. Lower all the way down. Good. Hug your knees into your chest. And then rock and roll forward and back until you can make your way into plank. Good. With your hands, act like you want to drag the mat back towards your feet, but then with your feet, act like you want to drag the mat forward towards your hands. It's so much harder, right, to do it like that. Just a couple deep breaths here. Good. Come forward to the toes, shoulders move forward. Bend the elbows straight back, squeeze the elbows in as the heart reaches forward. Legs are strong, belly is strong. Chaturanga. Flip the toes, straighten the arms. Reach the heart forward, outer upper arms spin back. Feet press into the mat. Upward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, send your right leg up and back. Exhale, come forward into 3-pointed plank. So it's plank with the right leg lifted. Option to stay here or come up to the left fingertips. Option to stay there or reach your left arm straight forward. Try to get your left arm and the right leg in the same line. I know it's challenging. Good. Left hand down. Inhale, right leg up and back. Exhale, right knee to the right upper arm. So just like the same techniques in crow, squeeze your knee into your arm a lot and try to lift the knee a little higher towards the shoulder. Press into the hands. Inhale, send your leg up and back. Exhale, step your foot between your hands. Come up into high lunge, crescent lunge. Good. Left glute is strong. Firm the outer hips in. Let's interlace the hands together behind the back. Good. Try to get the palms to touch if you can. Draw the knuckles down as you lift the heart up. Inhale. Exhale, just shift your chest forward so that you're basically in a lunge with the knuckles reaching back and the heart pulling forward. Outer hips firm in, left quad is strong. Begin to come up really high on your left toes. Turn this into warrior 3, but the arms stay as they are. With your knuckles, try to touch your left heel. With your left heel, try to touch whatever is behind you as the chest reaches forward. Take an inhale. Exhale, everything stays as it is. Oh no. We'll come into standing splits. If you need to bring your hands down, no worries, bring them down. I've got to do it. I'm going to fall over. Outer right hip firms in, left glute is strong. Reach the knuckles towards the sky. We'll all meet with the left leg crossed behind the right leg in a cross-legged forward fold. And press pretty strongly into your left foot, which is a little confusing because now it's the foot that's on the right side. But press into the left foot and feel that stretch in the outer left hip. Okay, let's come back with the feet about hips width distance apart at the top of the mat. So Tadasana stance with the fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Exhale, fold. Inhale, step back into high plank. Exhale, side plank, left hand down, right arm up. Front ribs knit together as the shoulder blades squeeze together. Squeeze the legs together like you've got one leg. Chin away from the chest. Wild thing pose. Step the ball of your right foot behind you. Lift your hips up. Reach your heart forward. The right palm that's up in the sky, face it down and press it down. Good. Keep lifting the hips. Last deep inhale. Exhale. Find your high plank. Inhale. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Inhale, glide forward. High plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, send your left leg up and back. And exhale, come into that three-pointed plank. So plank with the left leg lifted. That right quad is super strong, so is the left. Either stay here or come to the right fingertips. Either stay there or right arm reaches forward. Try to get the arm and the leg that are lifted in the same line. Stabilize through the core. Inhale, three-legged down dog, left leg up and back. Exhale, tap your left knee to your left upper arm. Pause. Press the hands into the mat. Squeeze your knee into your arm. Inhale, send your leg up and back. Exhale, step your foot between your hands. High lunge, crescent lunge. Outer hips firm in, right glute is strong. Zip up the belly. And interlace the hands together behind the back. And try to get the heels of the hands together. So none of this weird thing going on here, but moving towards each other. And knuckles draw down as the heart reaches up. Inhale. Exhale, just shift your heart forward. The knuckles reach back as the sternum reaches forward. Outer hips firm in. Right quad and glute are strong. And nice and controlled, shift forward. Warrior 3. As that lifted heel reaches back, reach the sternum forward. With your knuckles, try to touch the lifted heel. Keep everything as it is if you can. Just take an inhale. Exhale, let your chest come down towards your knee. Right toes reach up. Knuckles reach up. Outer left hip firms in. If you need to release the arms, release the arms. And then we'll all meet with the right leg crossed behind the left leg in a cross-legged forward fold. Let your head and neck hang heavy, release the jaw. And let's come back into a normal forward fold, feet about 2 fist distances apart. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen the crown of the head forward. Exhale, fold. Inhale, step back into high plank. Exhale, side plank, right hand down, left arm up. Good, really find that stability in that right shoulder. Front ribs knit together as the shoulder blades draw together. Chin away from the chest. We'll either keep it here or come into wild thing pose. Second side. And the left palm faces down and presses down. Hips lift up as the heart lifts up too. Inhale back into high plank. Exhale, down dog. Optional chaturanga. Inhale forward, high plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Come back to your breath. Find that ease. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step your right foot between your hands. Warrior two, Virabhadrasana B. Outer right hip firms in as you open up the inner right thigh. Press strongly into the back foot. And use your core to lift the spine out of the hips. Notice your front arm, your right arm. Bring it on top of your back arm. For eagle, lift the elbows. Squeeze the forearms together. Either stay right here or tilt your torso forward for like a warrior two eagle extension pose. Reach the fingers up. Keep pressing strongly into your back foot and don't sink into that right hip. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, straighten your front leg, reach up and back. Breathe into the right side ribs. And reach the arms out wide. Look down in front of your front foot, bend your front knee, launch up into half moon. Option here to stay in half moon or to take a Chapasana. Finding a stretch in that left quad. Reach your sternum forward. Outer right hip firms in. If you're in Chapasana, return into half moon. Take an inhale. And exhale, both hands down. We'll meet in a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Good. Bring your feet together and we'll take our first crow pose. So toes together, heels together. Spread your fingers wide, pointer fingers point forward. Then bring your knees outside of your upper arms. Squeeze your knees into your arms. Look forward and think about sending your chest forward, forward, forward until maybe one foot lifts, maybe the other foot lifts. Okay, so you're working against gravity. It's like the sky or the ceiling is lifting you up towards it. Use your core to help with that lift. Broaden across the collarbones. We'll meet in Malasana, yogi squat. Opening up the inner thighs. Good. Hands down, hips up, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Good. We'll play with crow again, this time with the option to jump back into chaturanga. So pointer fingers forward, hands really wide. Feet together. Knees outside of the upper arms. Squeeze the knees in. Look forward, go forward. From the pit of the belly, lift as you lift the feet. Broaden across the collarbones. Let's play with that jump. Chest forward, feet back. Shoot it back, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step your left foot between your hands. Warrior two. Press the back foot into the mat. Outer left hip firms in as you lengthen the inner left thigh. Reach across the fingers. And notice your left arm, bring it on top of your right. Eagle arms. Lift the elbows in line with the chin, squeeze your forearms together. Keep that strength in the legs. Option to stay here or tilt your torso forward. Keep pressing strongly into your back foot. Reach your fingers forward and get some lift out of that left hip crease. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, straighten your front leg, reach up and back. Breathe into the left side body. And reach the arms out wide. Look down in front of your front foot, bend your front knee. Launch up into half moon. Everything grows from the center in your half moon. Or if you took Chapasana, come on into Chapasana. And we'll meet back in half moon. Take an inhale, expand. Exhale, hands down, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. And inhale, step back into high plank. Then exhale, down dog. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step your right foot outside of your right hand. So you're in like a lunge basically, but with that right leg a little bit wider. It's a little bit funky, but you're gonna walk your hands back. You're gonna shimmy the right shoulder underneath the right leg. Good, keep reaching your heart forward and finding that broadness across the collarbones. All right, you can totally stay right here if you want. Or you can step your left foot to the center, bring your left knee into crow pose, and then slowly begin to walk the right foot forward and off at a diagonal. And so lean back to lift the front leg, lean forward to lift the back leg. Inner thighs squeeze, collarbones are broad, lift up from the belly. From here, play with taking it back into crow. That's about all I got there. And then we'll eventually meet back in down dog. And take a breath there between sides. And inhale, look forward. Exhale, step your left foot outside of your left hand. And just pause here for a moment, finding some length of that inner left thigh. Keep reaching the sternum forward. Good, walk your hands back. Spread your fingers really wide and shimmy your left shoulder underneath your left leg. And you can totally stay right here. Work on reaching the chest forward, getting some length to the spine. Or step the right foot to the center. Right knee comes into crow pose. And begin to walk the left foot forward at a diagonal. Lean back to lift the front foot. Lean forward to lift the back foot. Press through the hands, broaden across the chest. Maybe bend the left knee, take this back into crow pose. Oh, that's about all I got there. Let's step back into down dog. And we'll find a child's pose. That one is it's a version of one-legged crow. Super hard to do, but kind of fun to play around with. All right, come on up to your knees. And let's just bring the knees together, sitting on the heels. And if that's uncomfortable for you, then feel free to sit on a block or just come into a cross-legged seat. And bring the arms into a cactus position. Take an inhale. Exhale, twist to the right. Good. Bring your left hand outside of your right knee. Reach your left arm back. I think I just said the wrong one. Left hand outside of the right knee. Right arm reaches back. And inhale, lift up from the top of the head. Exhale, deepen the twist. Maybe look back at the thumb. If you'd like, you can come into a full bind here, wrapping the hand behind you, reaching for your left inner thigh. If that doesn't work, don't worry about it. Okay, let's come on back to center. Inhale, cactus the arms. Exhale, twist to the left. Okay, this time right hand outside of the left knee. Left arm reaches back. Inhale, find that length through the spine. Exhale, deepen the twist from the rib cage. Maybe look back at the thumb. And for that full bind, you reach the back hand behind you. Try to grab for the right inner thigh. If you can't do that, don't worry about it. Good. Untwist. Make your way back into down dog. Inhale, bend your knees and look forward. Exhale, walk or hop to the top. Good. Step your feet off the mat to the right side. And come into a squat, so toes down, heels up. All right, making our way into side crow. So begin to twist towards the mat. And it's kind of a weird thing to do, but your hands are going to face the front. So just like we've been facing the whole time, as if you're doing down dog towards the front of the mat. Good, so then you just gotta lift the hips and bring them towards the center of the mat. Reach your chest forward and then lean forward until you can pick the feet up. So arms look like chaturanga, chest is reaching forward, and you're just balancing on the right arm. Okay, let's come on out of that side. And then we'll switch sides. Step off the mat to the left and come into that little squat. All right, twist towards the mat. And place your hands like you're gonna do down dog towards the front. Good, then you bring the hips to the center. Reach your chest forward as the elbows bend back. Pick the left feet up, pick the feet up towards the left. Side crow, Parshva Bakasana. And let's meet in a forward fold at the top of the mat. Pedal the knees out. And we'll give our wrists a little bit of love. Step on your palms with your toes at your wrist creases and give them a little massage. If that's not available to you, no worries. Just stay in your forward fold and you can give your wrist a massage with your hands. Good, all right, let's come on to our seat. And we'll meet in Dandasana, legs out long, palms alongside the body. We'll make our way into half lotus. So let's do a little prep first. Let's bring the knee wide. With your left hand, hold on to the foot. You're just gonna cradle the leg back and forth a couple times. Good, then the top of the right foot goes into the left hip crease. Sit up nice and tall, shoulder blades draw together, sternum lifts up. And then kind of that same deal that we did, reach the arms out wide, take an inhale. And then try to bring the right arm behind the back and see if you can grab for the foot. I know it's a really weird thing to do. If you can grab it and get that bind, great. If not, no worries. Let's take an inhale, lift up through the chest. Exhale, bow forward, maybe grabbing a hold of your left toe. Good, the sternum stays reaching forward. That left leg that's out long is nice and strong. Okay, let's come on out of that. We'll meet back in Dandasana. Okay, then second side, give that left leg a little rock. And we'll place the top of the foot into the right hip crease. Good, sit up really nice and tall. That right leg is engaged a little bit, a little active. Inhale, arms reach out. Exhale, left arm goes behind the body. Maybe you can grab for the toe. I can't really get it on this side, so it's okay if one side's different from the other. Then maybe the right peace sign fingers, grab a hold of the big toe. Inhale, sternum reaches forward. Exhale, keep that reach as you fold a little deeper. And we'll meet back in Dandasana. This is the pose I don't do all that often, but it sort of just came back to me, so let's play with it. Bring your hands behind you with your fingers facing away from your body. Point your toes, and then press into your hands, press into your feet to lift your hips up. And try to lift your chest up towards the sky. Engage the legs, engage the glutes. One more inhale, find some lift. Exhale, lower all the way down to your back. And place your feet onto the mat with the knees up. And we'll take one more back bend. I'm going to come into wheel, but if you prefer to do a bridge, then take a bridge. And make sure you can touch your heels with your fingers. And place your hands basically to the width of the mat around your head. And then first press into your feet to lift your hips. Press into your hands to come to the top of your head. Make sure the elbows are right over the wrists. And then press down. to go up. And keep your breath going and really engage the glutes. You want to be pressing so hard into the feet that your chest reaches back towards the back of the mat. And head and neck are relaxed. One more inhale. Exhale, slowly lower all the way down, upper back, middle back, and lower back. Good. Bring the bottoms of your feet together, knees wide. And cactus the arms overhead. Good. Find a happy baby. You've probably heard me say this, but I like to grab the inner heels so the knees can go a little bit wider. And with your feet, press up into your hands. Find that ease in the jaw and the brow. And place your feet down onto the mat. Feet wide, knees touch. And cactus the arms. Drop your knees to the right, hips bump to the left. And then look to your left. And to make this deeper, bring the right heel on top of the left leg and gently guide it forward and down. Inhale back to center, feet wide, knees kiss, recenter your hips. And exhale, hips to the right, knees to the left. Maybe go in a little deeper if you'd like. With your exhalations, just allow the body to soften. Inhale, recenter. Exhale, Shavasana. Separate the arms, separate the legs, a little bit wider than you normally would. Let those little tiny muscles around the temples be a bit softer. Let the muscles around your eyes and be a bit softer. And completely relax the jaw. Every part of your body that's touching the mat, let it get a little bit softer and more supported. Shavasana. And take a deeper breath. Reach your arms behind you. Point your toes for a full body stretch. And place your feet onto the mat. And roll to your right side. Good. Pause there for a moment. Feeling grounded. And keeping your eyes closed and your head heavy, press yourself up into a seat. And bring your palms together. Sit tall through the spine and tuck your chin down towards your chest. Take an inhale through your nose, fill up your belly, your chest, and your throat. Pause there at the top. Sip in a little bit more air. Lift your chin, open up your mouth. Thank you so much, everybody. So nice to guide you all through some yoga. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And if you liked the class, leave a comment. Love to hear from you guys. And as always, I will see you soon. Namaste.